Welcome you all to Sri Lectures YouTube channel. So in this video we will discuss about introduction about magnetostatic field. So we are already discussed about the concept with respect to electrostatic field. So here we have started introduction to magnetostatic field. So we limited our discussion earlier to static electric field characterized by E and D. We now focus our attention to static magnetic field which are characterized by H and B. So here E is nothing but electric field intensity, B is nothing but electric flux density, and here H is nothing but magnetic field intensity, and B is nothing but magnetic flux density. So now there are similarities and dissimilarity between the electric and magnetic fields, as E and D are related by the expression already we know. E and D are related by the expression D is equal to epsilon E for linear space, and H and B are related by B is equal to nu H. So where both epsilon and nu, epsilon is nothing but permittivity of the material, nu is nothing but permeability of the material. These two are material property. So table shows the analogy between electric and magnetic field quantities. So here the terms, this columns are with respect to electric field, so this columns are with respect to magnetic field. So first one, basics law. So we are already studied the electric field, electrostatic field concept, and we are derived all the expression defined here. So first one is basic law. So in electrostatic field we are having two basics law. One is Coulomb's law. From Coulomb's law we can define force is equal to Q1 Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon r squared into AR. Then by Gauss law we can define integral over closed surface d dot d is equal to charge enclosed, and the force law F is equal to QE, and source element is dq, and electric field intensity we can define by E is equal to V by L or V by D, that is potential divided by length, that is volt per meter, and flux density can be written as flux per area. So Coulomb per meter square, and relationship between field potential. So E is equal to minus del V, and we have the formula for V is equal to integral over rho L dl divided by 4 pi epsilon r, and again flux is equal to integral over d dot ds, and flux again is equal to Q is equal to C into V, and current I is equal to C dV by dt, and the energy stored in electric field is equal to 1 by 2 dE, and last one Poisson equation del squared V is equal to minus rho V by epsilon. So from that we can define Laplace equation, so that is del squared V is equal to 0. So this all are we are discussed earlier. So now we move on to magnetic field. So in magnetostatics we have basics, two basics law. One is Biot-Savart law, second one is Ampere circuit law. These are the two basic law applicable to magnetostatic field, and force can be written as QU into B, and source element is QU or ideal. So we will discuss later about this source element, and field intensity H is equal to I by L ampere per meter, and flux density B is equal to psi by S, that is Weber per meter square, and already we know the relation B is equal to nu H, and magnetic potential, from magnetic potential Vm we can find the magnetic field intensity H when J is equal to 0, and magnetic vector potential we can define by A is equal to integral over nu I d L divided by 4 pi r. Then psi can be defined by integral over B dot ds, and again flux can be written as in terms of inductance Li, and voltage across the inductance can be written as V is equal to L into di by dt. So here current through the capacitor, and last one energy stored in magnetic field is stored is equal to 1 by 2 BH, and the last one Poisson equation with respect to magnetostatics, del squared A is equal to minus nu J. From this we can define the Laplace equation, that is del squared A is equal to 0. This is Laplace equation with respect to magnetostatic field. So in this unit, in this chapter, future videos, we will derive all the equation related to magnetostatic field. So next one, the analogy is presented here to show the most of the quantities we have derived for electric field may be readily used to obtain the corresponding equation for magnetic fields if the equivalent analogous quantity are substituted. So next one, a definite link between electric and magnetic field was established by Oersted in 1820, and as we have discussed earlier, electrostatic field is produced by static or stationary charges, and if the charge are moved with constant velocity, a static magnetic or magnetostatic field is produced. So this is very, very important. If a charge is moving with constant velocity, a static magnetic or magnetostatic field is produced. A magnetostatic field is produced by a constant current source, constant current flow, or simply we can define by direct current. This current flow may be due to magnetization current as in the permanent magnet, electron beam current in vacuum tube, and conduction current as in the current carrying wire. So first we consider magnetic field in free space due to direct current. Later we will study the concept of magnetostatic field with respect to material space. So need of study of magnetostatic field. So development of motors, transformer, microphones, compass, telephone bell ringers, television focusing control, advertising display, magnetically levitated high speed vehicle, and memory storage, magnetic separator, and so on involve the magnetic phenomena and play an important role in our everyday life. So while developing or designing all this equipment we are used in day-to-day life, we know the basic concept of magnetostatic field. So laws in magnetostatic field, so already I explained. So here we have using two laws, one is Biot-Savart law, another one is Ampere circuit law. So Biot-Savart law and Ampere circuit law, like Coulomb's law, Biot-Savart law is general law for magnetostatic, and just Gauss law is a special case of Coulomb law. Here Ampere law is a special case of Biot-Savart law. So this is with respect to electrostatic field. So here similarly Ampere law is a special case of Biot-Savart law and is easily applied in problem involving symmetric distribution. So again this Ampere law is only applicable to symmetric current distribution, but Biot-Savart law is applicable to all cases. Other than symmetrical case also we are using Biot-Savart law. So thank you. Next video will be on Biot-Savart law. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.